Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tucker here. And today I'm going to be making you guys some coffee jelly, which is a very unusual thing to make, but it's pretty good. And I hope that you'll like this recipe here. So let's get to it. For this recipe, you will need these following ingredients here. 2 cups or more of freshly brewed coffee, as well as 3/4 of a cup of coffee. And I decided to choose Don Francisco's Vanilla Nut. And what I love about it is that it is a medium roast coffee with a good vanilla spiced essence. You will also need this here of Dajari unflavored gelatin. And it must be unflavored so that any other flavor would tamper with the flavor of the coffee. If it's unflavored, it doesn't tamper with it. You will also need a bowl to form a mold. And then you would need, for garnish, heavy whipping cream, ground nutmeg, and a can of whipped cream. So, let's get started with it. To start, you take your packet of unflavored gelatin and you sprinkle it into the coffee, as I will show you right when I come back. So I have managed to cut open the bag of unflavored gelatin and I'm going to add it in this coffee right here. Now I take my little wick here and I whisk it in. Look how well it just disappears into the coffee. And you gotta whisk it really good so that it becomes a gelatinous based coffee. Now quickly take your gelatinous based coffee and pour it into the main pot right here. And then turn the tempi to medium heat at 5, and you just wait for this coffee pot to boil. I also forgot to mention that you must immediately whisk the gelatin-laced coffee with the full-on coffee to spread it out. Otherwise, you might end up having something that is not coffee jelly, and that would not be a good presentation for you. So as it starts to boil, turn off the heat, and then take your newly made coffee jelly and pour it into your bowl of choice. Oh yeah. Oh, it fogged up the lens a little bit. So now you take your newly created coffee jello, and by the way, the bowl I have here is optional. You could use whatever bowl you think fits your needs. Then put it into the best place in the fridge, and then we wait for 6 hours. I should also remind you, as we are waiting for the coffee jelly to turn gelatinous in the next 6 hours, the coffee jelly was made popular in an anime and manga called The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Right here. I have yet to see it, but I heard it was a very funny anime to watch. So for people who are into anime and love comedies, this is for you. So that's all I needed to get out of the way. So let's wait for until 9:30 p.m. and then we'll go and check on it. Good evening, guys. It's been about 6 hours. Let's have a look at the result here. Oh yeah, gelatinous. See you tonight in my room. Here we are, guys, in my room, preparing to have a sample of my very own coffee jelly. But first things first, let's mash these here. Yeah. This may seem gross to you, to many, but trust me, it tastes delicious, especially when you add in the garnish in here, which is what I got here. Heavy whipping cream, which gives it its color as well as a little bit of flavor. Here you go. I'm also going to add some nutmeg, ground nutmeg. In there it goes. And finally, some a good dollop of heavy whipping cream. Oh yeah. Here's some good hefty amounts of coffee jelly. And now we must check the texture here. Perfectly smooth, creamy, sweet, flavorful, not the least bit dull. You're gonna love this coffee jelly recipe here. So, guys, that's how you make coffee jelly. Very flavorful, very tasty, never a dull moment. I hope that you enjoyed watching this occur. I hope that you enjoyed this video being made. I wish you a good night, and I'll see you all next time around.